right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back. It's nice to be back. Good to see you all. Had a lot of things I had to take care of, and man, these summers could really take up a lot of your time and stuff like that. But it's good to be back. Look ready to be back and get into trading again. Had to take some time off and deal with some family things and stuff like that. But ready to what's nice about it? Stock market's still here. Didn't go out of business, so that's awesome. It's good to see you. Good to see you, Andre. Good to see you, Robert. Good to see everybody here on everybody here on YouTube, Facebook Live. So anyway, I know there's a couple of stocks that made some big moves. Let me tell you what's great about the features that we have here at CTU. I love the alert service. I love just the emails, coming in regarding about, the stocks that you traded. Talk a little bit about it. We'll get into it. I was going through the morning watch list. There really wasn't that much going on. Listen, we're right now in the thick of summer. And, it has been absolutely gorgeous here in New York. By the way, Florida is freaking hot. Okay. I was in Naples. I was in Fort Lauderdale. It is hot there. Oh my God. And I'm sweating. And then, just like some people, oh, you get used to it. Yeah, I couldn't get used to it. I couldn't get used. But now I know why they call them snowbirds. They all left and came back. But it's nice to be back. And the reason for it is because regarding about the weather, a lot of people, like I said, this is the summer. Things are not really going to pick up a lot. There is a lot of news coming out, though. We saw what happened with Twitter yesterday. We know what's coming out this week. We saw what happened with airlines. You see what happened to market. My God, we saw what happened with inflation, for crying out loud. Holy crap. Just terrible numbers. And, we're getting, you can see the Dow. I mean, we'll just bring up the Dow really quick right here. We're just, making lower lows over and over and over again. Look at that. Just lower lows. And, you think you're going to catch a falling knife? I'm thinking maybe it's maybe a stuffed animal. No, it's still a knife. So, not as bad as, a big knife or a hatchet. But you know what? It's still breaking lower and it's getting a little nervous. So right now we got big support levels right around here, around 30,500, right around that range. But you know what? A lot of earnings announcements coming out this week. I think the banks are coming out this week, I think they said. So, it's going to be a little scary to see what's going to be happening. But before we start going through the watch list, let's talk a little bit about what happened yesterday. So there were a couple of really, really nice stocks. And you know what it is? You only need one to make a nice day's pay. So, oops, what happened here? So there were a couple of stocks that did make some decent moves. VRU was one of them right there. So, I mean, this stock right here was just fabulous. This stock literally ran from like 1460 all the way up in about 30 minutes, all the way up to about 1680. And you know what? And then it came crashing down. I mean, right here, even if you missed this run up right here, let's just say you didn't get it up until about maybe like $16. There was a really nice Fausto flag. I was calling that out yesterday with Josh in the room. And sure enough, if you got 1620, I mean, if you got out at 1650, even if you made 30 cents, forget about this big run up, because this was just anomaly how the things we know about. We have the 5 minutes open, the morning shakes, what's happening, the shake in the morning. But even if you got in right around here, you did pretty well. And I just want to bring up Twitter, TWTR. So Twitter did really, really well too yesterday. This one was a little bit of a late mover, but she moved around 930, went up, and you could see right here, just a real steady move. It just kept going up, all the way up. Now the stock started around 34. It's already at 37. You could see how the stock looks really, really nice. It's down a little bit. Was it down 4%? So it's not really doing anything. Anyway, what is the rumor? I mean, we know it's the lawsuit that came out. I told you this a while ago. I spoke about this yesterday in class. Why people got to call me now? They're going to realize I'm doing a meeting, for crying out loud. It's like yesterday. My phone was ringing like crazy. I guess everybody knows I was back. But regarding about Twitter, I told you this a while ago. This is a very good educational stock to know how corporations get bought out and so on. Now, we're talking about a big brand name stock. We see it every day in other stocks that are going on. But this is going to be a very interesting one. Very nice little trending stock, nice little move, and that one. But other than that, there wasn't that much out there. There really wasn't. All right, so let's go over a couple of the stocks that are making some moves. Yeah, I typed in the wrong symbol right there. Right, it's the GOEV. Okay, so that one was a really nice little short right there. The stock just literally just came right down. It was a nice little run up from $2 up to $5 and came right back down. So, you know, that was another one. But that was not really that much. It's moving pretty nicely right now. We'll keep an eye on that. It's above 4, it looks like. Hold on. Got a nice little pop on this right here, the GOEV. Got to check on level 4 and see what's going on with it. You know, it's funny. I mean, you notice these stocks, they really make a move, right? There's like a couple of program tradings. I always talk about it. I know Josh talks about it. We got 7:30, 8 a.m., 8:30, and 9 a.m. And sure enough, this thing just obviously is making its move right now at 9:30. At 9:30, oh, I typed the wrong symbol on my level 4. GOEV. Just want to bring it up right here. So we got over here on level 4, what's going on. All right, so you can see the big spike right here. Volume just picked up. Not really seeing too many iceberg orders out here. Not huge, 19,000, 14,000, but there's a big seller here at 1410. So some decent iceberg orders, nothing great. All right, so a couple other stocks I want to bring up. There's another stock we found this morning. She moved pretty good around 7:30, and then all of a sudden she just crapped out and died. Great volume, huge move right here. You're talking 4.5 million shares. But in pre-market, but it's not really doing that much. I mean, you can see these spikes right here in the bottom, these volume spikes, you know, going back in March and now. But this stock that was on the A list is probably, if this was like at the best times to trade, which is when we get into September, October, November, I would probably put this on the C list. Okay, another stock, same thing, big pop early in the morning, kind of like died out here. This is going on the B list, BMRA. I mean, this is number 2 for crying out loud. This is terrible. ADXN, I mean, decent volume of 12%. TGA, I mean, number 4. Come on, we're at 11%. I mean, this one is definitely going to be the one I'm going to keep an eye on, the GEOV. This one just came out of nowhere. 10% mover. Just really not that. Just got decent volume, 1.4 million. Slow this morning. Wow, this one took a huge hit. Where is it? Where was I? Oh, this one. This one, we saw this yesterday get crushed. It could get a dead cat bounce, but we know pharmaceuticals stocks really don't come back. So we might get a little bit of a bounce on it. Just take a little bit of money and run. Losers. I used to love the losers list. Losers list was always my favorite because I was a bottom fisher, and then it's not really hasn't been the same. New York Stock Exchange, biggest percentage gainer, ETF. You know, ETF. These are all ETFs. Wow, that is terrible. Terrible. 18% down. On the stocks under $5, probably not on you short. All right, so listen, we only have 4 stocks on our list. Not really a lot. I mean, even in the most active, there's really not that much there. But the GOV looks pretty good. I mean, it's testing that resistance right now, going at right there. You see it. It's testing that big seller right there at 410. You know, just basically moved about. Listen, we only need one. We only need one. And as of right now, the stock is obviously picking up some really, really good momentum. And this stock, obviously, you could see we did trade it a couple of days ago when you guys traded because I was away. But Canoe, whatever you want to call this thing, Canoe, went all the way to $5, looks like, came right back down. So stock's got great volatility. So what I would do in a system trade like this, I would definitely go back. And you could see when you go back, you could see pre-market resistance levels. So we could see it right here, right around 13. It's 413 is a pretty major resistance. Program trading might kick in there. If it breaks that, it could probably go, if it does that, it'll go down to 23. So he had some really good moves. Now, remember, I could see it already. The stock had a really good move early in pre-market. Stock ran all the way up until, a great pre-market run, and it came crashing down. So don't be fooled on this stock at the open. So let's be very careful of that too. Listen, we don't get too cocky today, going into the summertime. All right, guys, anything I'm missing I did not call out? Pretty much does it. Not really seeing that much out there. All right, so if you see something, you say something, and hopefully everyone here enjoyed class yesterday that we did. And listen, tonight at I think it's 7 p.m. I'm going to be doing a very, very big event, a huge announcement. Don't miss it. Platinum, gold, silver, bronze, trials, Cyber Group members, YouTube members. You don't want to miss this big event that we're going to be doing. We're going to make a huge announcement tonight at 7 o'clock. So I'm going to send out an email on that, so feel free to register. In the meantime, let's get ready for the market open up. You see something, say something. If you're watching YouTube, Facebook Live, we'll see you back here at 2:30. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading.